This is Power Panda. I know that I said that we were done recording, but there was a bug that had me restart at the beginning of the world of Ruin, and I needed to go test to make sure that I had figured it out. One of the airship NPCs was showing up a little bit too early, so I figured as long as I was going back to the beginning of the world of Ruin, I would cheat my Weasley little guts out, put everyone at level 99, and just play through until I was able to check. So that means that I am able to just very quickly show you some of my favorite changes from the world of Ruin. Lola says, "Look, my boyfriend Piet in Mopla sent me all these flowers. They're all handmade of silk, and these are letters he has written to me." But wasn't Mopla's demolished by Kefka? Someone else must have written these. Read the letter? Yes. My beloved Lola, we're still busy trying to rebuild this town. If all goes well, I'll be able to come home to you soon. Piet. This handwriting, it looks a lot like Leo's. But where is he mailing them from? Could you please attach this reply to a carrier pigeon? Do this favor for Lola? Yes. Thank you. So in the original game, this was Cyan's handwriting. And we have a Moogle charm equipped. So as we are going through this, I'll just talk a little bit about it. Cyan's character arc is really schizophrenic in the original game, in that he's the loyal retainer to Doma, he sees his family poisoned, and he's holding on to the pain of his past. But when the world is destroyed and you have to go recruit him, he takes a brief interlude to go write letters to people. As I was playing the game and trying to think about where I was going to make my changes, where I was going to fit Leo into the world of Ruin, this really stood out to me as it doesn't fit Cyan's arc. Like, it's a fine story, but it doesn't fit his arc. It did, however, fit Leo's arc. So, I decided that Cyan was going to have a different recruitment, and this was going to work with Leo. And as you'll be able to see, it works really well. The guy I'm supposed to get the rust rid from that must have wandered off screen. Just a second. There he is. Yes, we want the rust rid. I have the Moogle charm on, so again, I've cheated, made my character super strong. We don't need to do random battles. We don't even need to get these chests, because it does not matter. Except the Aegis Shield, because, hey, it's the Aegis Shield. Aegis. I think it's Aegis. This bridge right here, if you were to go up from here, you would reach the spot where Setzer was waiting for Daryl. So this is the same map, the only difference is that the background is bluish and whitish instead of yellowish. We live dangerously, we don't need that save point. Dear Lola, I'm writing to beg for your forgiveness. I'm guilty of perpetuating a terrible lie. I have only now realized the error of my ways. I hope I can correct a great wrong. Your boyfriend, Piet, who you thought was in Mopla's, passed away some time ago. I have been writing in his stead. We humans tend to allow the past to destroy our lives. I implore you not to let this happen. It's time to look forward, to rediscover love and embrace the beauty of life. You have so much life left to live. Leo. Now, before we step through this door, I just want to talk about it. In the game, there is a grassy hillside that's used in a number of places. You use it to jump over Barren Falls. It's used in the ending with Terra, with the children seeing her fly over the top. And it's also used here for recruiting Cyan and now Leo. I made a change to that for Divergent Paths, the 3 scenarios, 4 years ago, where I wanted it to be more of a bowl shape than a grassy hillside shape. so that you could come out the middle and fall over the falls. I didn't realize it was going to edit all of the other maps too, so we ended up with a little bit of a compressed space, but I think it works well. The world before the fall. Delightful is the light of dawn. Noble is the heart of man. It's the haiku, by the way. It doesn't fit the 5-7-5 structure, but haikus don't actually need to in Japanese. Leo! You're alive! Wonderful! Leo. I'm ready to rejoin the fight. By your leave, I will accompany you. But how did you find me? Oh no, not the letters! I was glad I had a good long scene to feature this song one more time. They're merely a diversion of mine. Leo, these flowers are gorgeous. They'd better be after what I paid for that silk, if I ever find that guy. Wait, you really think so? I learned of that poor girl when I passed through Miranda. When I heard that she sent a letter each day but never received any replies, something inside me snapped. The boy she was writing to, Piet, he was one of my soldiers. He was a good kid. He trusted me and I failed him. I failed all of my men. I thought, if the only thing I could do was comfort the ones they left behind, it couldn't be a waste of time. However, as I wrote to that girl, I realized I was very much like her. I was looking behind, full of despair. My eyes were closed. Now that you're here, I can see there's another way forward. Let's make a new future for ourselves, and for this world. By the way, I bumped into Sir Cyan a while ago. He said that the ruins of Doma still stood, and that he needed to face his past once and for all. That line was changed. Originally, that was the line that said, hey, go to the belt and pick up Gau. But, since I changed Cyan's location, I wanted to give a hint to the players on where he was. Found Wildflower's Guide, an arrangement for beginners. There's a note inside. There's something relaxing about arranging flowers. It is about the simple joy of creation rather than destruction. Would that I lived in a world where florists ruled instead of emperors. And as soon as you find that, you get the books, simple books on flower arranging. I also never pointed this out, but the diving helmet never got added as a rare item when you found it in Terra and Bannon scenario, originally Cyan and Gau scenario. I added it as a rare item because why not? We're going to use Warpstone. Take a look at the Falcon. And it is pretty empty when you first get here. Leo's here, but no one else is. I don't remember if on this save file if I've recruited anybody yet. Oh, I recruited Maria just to test it out. Maria, by the way, optimize your party's equipment. She will do a full party optimize. So that's one of the side quests that I've added to this game, is that there are... let's set this real straight. Yes. We're going to want a full party to take on Cyan's Dream, even though we are level 99. Well, let's go optimize our equipment. Yeah, 6 NPCs that you can recruit from across the world. One of them is missable, which is Sid. If you let Sid die, which I have done on this save file, then he is permanently missable. The others you'll find, and they will open up some shops on your ship. So the Falcon goes from being extremely empty when you first get it to full of life by the end. If this video doesn't run too long, but I think it probably will, then we might look at some of those, but we can't recruit all of them yet. We haven't met the prereqs. Put Leo out front, because I know that's why you're all here for this hack. And we'll go to Doma. Now, originally, you would go here and use this in with Cyan in your party. And this would cause the Dream Stooges to appear. I have made a change to that. Oh, don't need a rest. And Cyan is now asleep in his own bed. I'm Curly. I'm Larry. I'm Mo. We're the 3 Dream Stooges. One thing to note is they all jumped up one tile there. That's to line them up so that I can use subroutines and get them all into Cyan's head. One of the space-saving measures was having them all move up at that point. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. Tonight we dine well. Subroutine. Tonight we dine well. Subroutine. Tonight we dine well. Wait! Huh? So you actually start here. You can see Cyan examining the machine. This is new. It's one of the Stooges. I started here. I wanted to start going deeper and deeper into Cyan's levels of unconscious. So he starts off, and by the way, I got someone doing a bug report saying, this loops. It doesn't loop, it's supposed to do that. Deeper into his levels of unconsciousness, so that you actually confront the Stooges after you've seen him, his nightmares tortured by them. And so the 3 things that Cyan fears: machines, women, and ghosts. I forget what's back here. I want to check. Oh, bracers. Lump of metal. That's actually a key item. So that, by the way, is not a treasure chest. That's an event tile. And it uses the event to give you a key item. You can't get key items from chests. And now here... That's right, this is the one... Yeah, that's a good use for the Moogle Charm. It's a force of habit, I can't stop myself from getting the chests. Okay, move those down, move that up. Thank you for playing this game of Rush Hour. Then we have to move this. That. And onward. Oh, that's right. The previous car will tell us what to do. You can tell it's been a while since I've done this. I hacked the scene close to 3 years ago at this point. One, two, three. Put the lump of metal in here. This scenario is considerably longer. We have to... No, we don't have to do this again. Considerably longer when you have random battles. The reason that you have to be below the chests is because, again, these aren't chests. These are events. And the event says, are you facing up and pushing A? If so, change the state of this tile. There are no actual treasure chests here. And just like before, save point. Let's save. Just in case something happens. You can flip these. They don't do anything. But Cyan is standing here. Red, green, blue. Diving one level deeper. And now we are here. You'll note that we have a full party going in here rather than being split up. There was not room to add 2 more characters to this. So if you had Leo and if you had the 16th character, I could not have fit them onto this map with the party split. And so I ended up taking the party split out. That meant that I had to take the Magitech suits out of the first part of his dream. But it also meant that I was able to free up a ton of event space. The event space, it was almost a kilobyte of events. And freeing up that, just taking away this one party split in Cyan's dream, allowed me to add in almost all of the scenes that you have seen in this game. All of the extra stuff. I used that space well. Back off, I'm not gonna mess with you unless my brothers are here. See ya. There's your blue flash. Recovered a piece of Cyan's soul. And I put underneath each of Cyan's soul parts, I put this little rose tiling. And that's there on purpose. I also changed the way the doors go. I wanted you to have to work for this. Back off, I'm not gonna mess with you unless my brothers are here. See ya! Recovered a piece of Cyan's soul. There's your green piece. So if you come here, the clue is that all of these, it's the same pieces of decoration on the floor. And originally you only had to confront 2 Dream Stooges before you were allowed to go there. Since I took away the party split and was changing this anyway, I changed that to 3. Back off, I'm not gonna mess with you unless my brothers are here. See ya! Recovered a piece of Cyan's soul. The red piece. So you saw him split into 3 pieces on the train, and we have now recovered all of them. There's a couple of added staircases and a couple of added tiles here to make room for the 3rd piece. Now that we have all 3 pieces, we're the 3 Dream Stooges. Good, everyone's here. Let's rumble. And since we are super powered, we're just gonna get rid of these guys quick. I don't remember which one heals and brings them back to life, but I don't think he's gonna have time to do it anyway. Okay, so that one absorbs fire. Hopefully Rexel goes down just as quickly. And now, we go one level deeper and find out that the Dream Stooges were not what was torturing Cyan. They were the surface level torture. Please, save my husband. Save Cyan. Where are we? We're inside Cyan's soul. Huh? My husband. Cyan continues to torture himself. He failed to defend Doma, the world's slowly dying, and then there's his family. A beast known as Rexel is taking advantage of him. Rexel is a composite monster made up of wretched spirits who were dispatched in meaningless wars. They're wreaking havoc on Papa. Please, help him. Please, help Cyan. Papa doesn't deserve this. Safety save. Sweetheart, do you love me? What do you want from me? A soldier doesn't say things like that. I loveth you more than anything. I heard that. Yippee! I loveth you. I loveth you. Papa loves Mama. Owen, hush. I heard that. Note that the Dream Stooges also look identical to Owen. Now, when I first played this game, I just went straight up to the throne room. I didn't know that there were other things that you could see in his dream. Excellent concentration. With a little more practice, you'll be Doma's best fencer. Yippee! Papa praised me. I'm gonna go tell Mama. And I think there's one more. I think they go fishing. Papa, fishing is boring. This is part of your training. We must all learn patience. I love fishing. You know what? I've never checked the tower. I'm just gonna check to see if there's another memory up here. Okay, doesn't look like it. But this is the deepest part of Cyan's soul. The part that is torturing him the most. Which is the loss of his family, and I liked this being... this being focused so much more on his story arc. We want Cyan back. You're too late. His pain has reached critical mass. Nothing can stop his feelings of rage and despair. I grow stronger now with his anger, hatred, and guilt, and I hunger for... you. I'm gonna possess your body. I'll only appear again in this form when you're about to expire. Okay, I am actually going to pause the stream while I beat him, because this can be a little bit of a tedious battle even with cheating. So, catch you in a few minutes. And we're back. The pod bracelet. Thanks be to you for freeing me. I heard my wife and child calling out to me. Their voices finally gave me the strength and courage to come to grips with my own suffering. I changed the music theme here. Elaine! Owen! I took Forever Rachel and turned it into... I need to rewind. Thank you, my love. Papa's strong. No, I didn't do anything. Then, and I can't now. I'm a man with no honor. No, you have entirely too much. My beloved, we'll always be together. Papa, we love you. Please, wait! We'll always be at your side. Elaine and Owen live on in my heart. I must leave the past behind. I have much to live for. For Owen, for Elaine. And there you go. That is how you recruit Cyan in the world of Ruin. But we're not done. There's one more thing we have yet to do on this video. Because Cyan did not learn all of his sword techs, all of his Bushido. So how do we do that? Well, in order to do that, we're going to need to take a quick jaunt over to the belt. What an amazing device. And who else do we want on our team? We're going to put Sabin on our team. And we're just going to do the two of them. And again, safety save. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I'm Gau! I'm your friend! Let's travel together. Gau is now on our team. And I am going to show you this scene. This scene, by the way, you'll want to play on your own save file. It will grow with characters the longer you wait for it. So if you've recruited all the characters, they will participate. So it is not Sabin that you need to kick off this scene, it's Cyan and Gau. Oh, hello again. Yep, you were tops. That's why we... Quick, fix that chair, then you can use it to reach the roof. You don't suppose... Gau, could this be your father? Whoa. I speak the truth, don't I, Gau? Father? Yes, I believe it to be so. Gau's father? Gau! How exciting. Let's tell your father the news. He needs to know you're his son. However, we can't just go there with you looking like this. I know. Let's go to Jador and get you some proper clothes. No, Gau. Don't eat with your fingers. Yo? Don't say yo when you mean yes. Ho! It had a lot more sense to have Cyan be the one teaching him manners than Sabin. When I was his age, I looked quite dashing in a crisp, freshly pressed uniform. We always joked that we could cut bread with your shirt creases. I got it. A suede leisure suit and a rose in his teeth. Phew, you all completely lack any sense of fashion. Excuse me, sir. Could you order this young man a nice suit? This is it. I will note on this scene, this is the scene that grows the more characters you have. Pretty much everybody has a line of some sort, except Terra, I don't think, has a line. There is a line in here that was bugged out in the original game, that the code made it so that if you had Locke and Edgar, they would argue with each other. But the way the code was written, you could never actually see it. There was something misplaced so that it would skip over it if you had Locke recruited. Me go to funeral? Perfect. Functional yet proper. Done. By fixing that bug, I had room to add Leo into the scene. Ready, Gau? Your father will be proud to have a son like you. Oh! Excuse me, sir. Who in blazes are you? Oh, the repairman. Sir, you had a son. Do you remember? Son? Right. The truth is, he's alive. Come here, Gau. Father. What is this? What's this son business? I never had a son. But now that you mention it, I once had a terrible dream. In it, a demon child was born. I grabbed the creature and rushed off to the Veldt with it. It was crying like crazy when I arrived on the Veldt. But, sir! I left the child there, and without looking back, I turned and started to run. I'm trying to tell you. Suddenly the crying stopped. I turned around and saw a frightful monster. Hideous. Still gives me the shakes. I give up. But you, young man, your parents must be proud of you. I still have dreams of that demon child. Frightening. Why, you've completely lost your mind. How could you say such a thing? Wow. Go away. Father alive. Happy. Go. Thou hast such a good heart. Just like Owen. Right. It's decided then. Seems to me that you need a father, Gau. When this is all over, you can live with me. Teach you to be a knight. What say you? Yo! I mean, yes! Cyan and Gau formed a bond. Now, a couple things. When he jumped into the air with his hands raised, that's a new sprite. I made that. Also, the Yao and Yes is showing that he's learning, because that's what Cyan corrected him on earlier. Cyan and Gau formed a bond. Cyan learned all remaining Bushido techniques. Gau gained the ability to fight. And yes, that is correct. Gau now has the fight ability. He also has a new weapon called the Master Fist, taken from one of Terra's weapons. And if we give him the bracers, he'll have 2 Master Fists. So, let's just show that off and then we'll end this video. Oh, that's right, we got the Moogle Charm equipped somewhere. To Celis, so we don't have to worry here. And here it is. Gau has the ability to fight, based on code written by Grey Shadows. And did I say we'd end the video? There's one more thing to show you. We go up here. Duncan! Why the surprised face? Did you think I'd gone? Duncan, I'm so glad you're safe. Whoa, Sabin, this can't be. Tears? Nothing happened to me. The earth yawned right open to take me, but I scrambled to safety. Sabin, it's now the time to complete your training. Use these new skills to smash Kefka. Put him up. Now the reason that Duncan and Bannon share the same sprite, or look alike, is particularly because of this scene. That Bannon is the only other character that looks like someone, it's not just a generic merchant or imp or soldier, that has all of these sprites. So if they would have done a different character, they wouldn't have been able to fully animate this scene. And that, as far as I can tell, is the only reason that Duncan and Bannon look alike. I call this the bum rush. Go, give Kefka the boot. And if we go in here, Duncan is not the only one. Oh, please, don't worry about me. Go destroy Kefka. We also have Vargas. If you come to me with a command-changing relic equipped, I can make the effect permanent. We've had our differences in the past, but we're all fighting together now. So if you come to him with Lock, Realm, or Shadow, you can change Steel to Mug permanently. You can talk to him to change it back. You can change Sketch to Control, and you can change Throw to GP Rain. GP Rain was given to Shadow instead of Setzer in this hack. Note that there are other command-changing relics, like Leo having Shock and Celis having X-Jump, that he does not permanently train them. That's not a bug. Those commands are too powerful, and you need to work for them. In earlier versions of this, I had talked about having Duncan be someone who will automatically level average whoever's in the lead of your party. It's something that's totally possible. It's actually not even that hard to write the event code. It just didn't seem like it fit with the design philosophy of this hack, so I took it out. Well, that's it. Changes to the World of Ruin. There are plenty more changes to the World of Ruin. There's one more for sure that I'm going to record once I finish the game, which is what happens in the Ancient Castle. But other than that, I'm going to let you see a lot of the other smaller changes for yourself. Have a good one.